Welcome back to the Gweilo 60 channel on the streets of Tacloban in Leyte Island in the Philippines. The good, bad, and the ugly. Dealing in the Philippines. You know, I don't know how to even start this video because there's so much good, there's so much bad, there's so much ugly here that it'd probably take an hour to explain it all. But I'll try to stick it into 10 minutes like I usually do. For one thing, it's a very poor country. The infrastructure sucks. The internet is basically one of the worst things that I've come across in any Southeast Asian country in my life. Even Cambodia's internet is better than the internet here. You know, and along with that comes the begging children, the begging grandparents or older people, and it's an ongoing thing. They'll give me money. You hear it 100 times a day. Hey,
and some give me money.
Give me money. see what I mean? And you can give each time, but pretty soon you become a target, especially if you're staying in the same area of the city. Every time they see you coming, hordes of kids will inundate your ass, and it's just the way it is. Went out with 4 girls last night. Yes, went out with 4 girls last night to La Federal, its bar, and we ate, well, of course, chicken and Hungarian sausage and whatever else, and we drank beer profusely all night. Because these people are poor, they don't have any money to help pay the bill. You know what I mean? So it all falls on the foreigner's shoulders. And but you see, that's where you get into some of the good stuff. Because although it's a pain in the ass to pay for everybody, we sat there at the Federal for, and this is probably one of the most expensive bars in the city, for 4 or 5 hours. You can tell I'm shy walking down the street, eh? No, it's what I do. I focus on my camera. I don't even see the people around me. Anyway, so we're sitting there 4 or 5 hours. We're eating, we're drinking beer and whatever. And the bill came out to under $100 Canadian, and there's 5 of us. You know, obviously the girls are lightweight drinkers, and I ended up drinking most of the beer, but. You can see the girls here are pretty. See, that's another good point about the Philippines is you've got a lot of very pretty girls, and they like foreigners. Probably they like the money. You know what I mean? With the foreigner comes Canadian or American or euros or whatever, and whether you like it or not, that's just the way it is here. And they have no problem saying, well, can you don't get run over, Gweilo. Oh. But they have no problem saying, can you lend me some money? But in the Philippines, lend means give. So and I noticed that, like, but it's not just with money. A couple of my friends, they borrowed, Chen borrowed one of my polo shirts. That's the last I ever saw that one. And then Eden borrowed another one of my polo shirts, and that's the last time I saw that one also. It's like $100 shirts, eh? So, moral of the story is, don't let the girls wear your clothes. Oh, man. But they look better in it than I did anyway, so it really doesn't make any difference. You know what I mean? But there is an ugly side to the Philippines, and it's a dog-eat-dog world here. Yes, people aren't as industrious, I guess, or you see, here, I'll show you this. Old people sleeping on the sidewalk. You know what I mean? And it's an ongoing thing. It's an ugly thing, and it's a thing that I think the government could do more to fix. Whether they got the funds for it or not, hello. I have no idea. Hello. Hi. I don't know, but you see the rampant poverty. You see the despair. You see people that have absolutely nothing. You see, back in, I think it was 2013, this whole community was leveled to the ground by a typhoon. I can't remember what it was called, but basically there was hundreds and hundreds of people dead laying in the streets of Tacloban, and it's still recovering from that. It hasn't come back 100%, and their economy took a hit. Basically their whole area took a hit, from Talo to Tacloban to, you know, even into Samar Island. Yeah. But you see, they've come out of it better than most communities would have, because they have a positive attitude here. Everybody's got a big smile on their face. I don't know where it comes from. Maybe they know something that the rest of the world doesn't, but they're happy people. Like, even though they're freaking dirt poor, man, they're happier than pigs in shit. And I can't put my finger on it. It's not because they're drinking a whole bunch of beer like the Gweilo does, because they don't, you know. Some do, but basically they don't waste their money on shit like that. They're too busy paying their electric bill or their food bill but it's not all doom and gloom and whatever. I'm going to be walking into a mall right now, and you'll see the other side of the flip side of the coin when you're in the Philippines here, because there is some infrastructure, and although it's not much, it's better than the streets that we're sitting on right now. Across the street, don't want to get run over by a three-wheeler. Oh, just about, not quite. But anyway, I'm sure, and that's another thing. You see all the time, you see these security guards with shotguns and stuff everywhere around. So there's obviously crime here. And you know what I mean? So anyway, let's go into the mall. I'll be right back. Before you come into a mall in the Philippines, there's always security. They're always checking bags. They're checking for, I would imagine, weapons of sorts. And it gives a sense of security, but also a sense of you're safe in a mall, because they do have these checks. And you can see, I wonder if I'm going to get a copyright strike on the elevator music. They'll say elevator music. And they do have security fucking everywhere in the Philippines, which, you know, maybe that's why people say, well, the Philippines isn't safe, because they have security. Maybe it's just a way to employ more people. I don't know, but I know Shakey's has beer, so let's go sit there, have a couple beers, and just hang. See, and that's one of the things in the Philippines. Well, actually, no, in Cabuyog, I tried to videotape in a mall there, and they shut me down immediately. They said, you're not allowed to do that. So it all depends on, I guess, where you are and how strict they are with the camera policy. But here in Tacloban, I never have a problem here. It's just like people are so laid back, and nobody really cares. Everybody moves slow. That's one of the things that drives me nuts. You go to a convenience store, and the person working behind the counter is so slow. What would take 2 seconds in China takes 2 minutes here. It's just like one of those things. But it could be the heat, could be that they're making shitty wages and they just don't give a rat's ass. But I guess, welcome to the Philippines, eh? And then trying to juggle healthy, you know what I mean? Trying to juggle healthy with a salad and beer. Doing it Gweilo style. Yes, it's the way it is here. You got to start eating healthy, or you're not going to last. The burgers and fries ain't going to make it, or fried chicken. That's for damn sure.